Oh, it's Dr. O. I hope you are well. I am recording this in a hotel room. I'm about to spend the weekend teaching people on real estate, on property investing. And I was just thinking about some of the questions that people ask me when I'm on these events. And one fascinating question that comes up a lot, and I do understand it, is what no one tells you about estate agents. Now, if you're watching this and you're from overseas, it might be that you're referring to it as a realtor, an estate agent. These are the people that on the high street typically will sell properties to you and I and to the general public. So what do people not tell you? What don't you know about estate agents? I would say the one thing that most people, when you're walking into an estate agency, that you may not be aware of is that the most junior people are at the front. So when you go into an estate agency, one really great tip is to be aware that if you're wanting to talk to the most experienced person, if you want to build credibility quickly, if you want to get into a situation where they sit up, they listen to you, they respect you, because remember, they get a lot of people coming in on a daily basis, and you're going to get a combination of just normal household consumers, people that are coming in, they want to buy themselves a house, a home for themselves. They are Mr. and Mrs. Jones, they are first-time buyers, singles, couples, whatever. And they're just there to buy themselves a home, that's it. But then you have the investors, and the investors come in different levels. You've got your basic, brand new, fresh out of the pot, I've never really bought a property before, but I'm coming through the door. I want to talk to the estate agent and I want to be a property investor. And if you're one of those people, just know this, they will see you coming a mile away. And then you've got your seasoned investors, people like myself that have been around a while. We go into the estate agent, we have a certain way of talking to them, and pretty quickly they can tell this is not someone that's bullshitting me. You can tell by somebody's posture, their mannerisms, their communication, the words they use, the sentences, the way they position themselves. If you're with a person like that, you go, okay, they know what they're talking about. That's the way you've got to walk into an estate agent. That's the way you've got to grab their attention quickly. I can remember the first time I ever went into an estate agent, I was literally like this. I went in and I asked some really stupid questions, like, have you got any good properties? That's not the kind of question you want to ask an estate agent. So what people don't know about estate agents is there's kind of a hierarchical structure in there. So when you walk in the front door of the estate agency, the front of the main section of the office there will have junior people. So you'll walk in and you'll sit down, and for the average amateur, they'll start having a conversation with somebody at the beginning, right at the front of the room, and they'll start chatting away, and they may end up only ever dealing with the most junior person there. Ideally, you want to get in there and you want to speak to the most senior person. Well, what most people don't realize is they are right at the back. They're not going to be frontline. They don't want to deal with everybody coming in. They want to be tucked away somewhere back there where you can't get to them. Well, they don't think you can get to them. You have to find a way to get in there. So that's the first really major thing that people aren't aware of, is that if you can get into the estate agent, what you've got to do is position yourself with the junior person, but while you're talking to them, you're kind of sussing out the room. You're looking around, you're getting a sense of who's in there and who are the movers and the shakers. And one of the great questions you can ask the person that's actually sat in that front row is, are you the most senior person here in this office? And you and I know that they're not going to be. And they often will look at you and they'll go, oh no, I'm relatively new here. I go, okay, well, it's nice to meet you. What's your name? And they go, my name's Sarah, John, whatever it is. So who is the most senior person here? And they go, oh, that would be Michael back there, or that would be Samantha. And they look back. And your skill here is to get Samantha or Michael's attention. And the way you do that is you call out their name really loudly. And now, when I'm teaching people about communication, there's some great tips that I give people about engagement, about getting people to instantly listen to you and to want to engage with you. This is a slightly different approach. This is where you would say their name quite loudly. You can have some fun with this. Try it the next time you're in any office. Just so if you know somebody across the room, just be having a conversation like this and just shout their name out and carry on talking. And what you'll find is that person instinctively looks up. So one of the quick ways to identify who that person is to say their name out loud in the office space. Other people will probably look around as well, but that particular person will always, because it's their name. If you ever see yourself in a photograph and there's about 10 people in a photograph, first thing you do is you look at your face first. Think about that for a minute. Next time you look at a group photograph, you go, oh, there I am. Well, it's the same thing when you're listening and you hear somebody say your name, you go like that. and you can actually grab their attention. And then you've got to have a certain approach. There are some skillful tools you can use to work your way to get to the back there, and even have that person at the front actually lead you to talk to them. Now, once you're there, you need a script. And in fact, the best thing to do is have the script to start with when you're talking to that person in front of you who's the junior person. And you say, hi, my name's Rohan. And then you go into your script and make it a script that's quite skillfully worded in such a way they go, whoa, 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 whoa. And that includes you being a professional property investor, you're looking to expand your portfolio, that type of thing. And what they do is they go, oh, and then you go, are you the most senior person? They go, no, that wouldn't be me. That would be Michael back there, or Sarah back there, whoever it is. They say it's Sarah. And you go, okay. And then say, would it be possible for Sarah? Oh, hi, Sarah. Would it be possible for you to introduce me to Sarah? And actually, would you be able to explain to Sarah exactly what I just said for you, word for word? And most of the time they go, what was it you said? And then you say, you know what? How about I go and explain to Sarah? And they go, yeah. And at that point, you start moving to the back there. Because I want to get down face to face with Sarah. Once I'm with Sarah, I go through my script again, which is a short 30 to 45, maybe a minute script, connecting with them, building rapport quickly, and at the same time showing them that I want to do business with them. And I want to get into a position where I ask them, would it be possible to have 5 minutes with you so I can describe a little bit about my strategy, because I am looking to do a large number of properties in this area. If I can get to that person there, whoever it is, male or female, younger, older, whatever, if they are the most senior person there, I want to get into their head, because they will have a bigger list of people that they know. They will know contractors. They will possibly know investors in the area, maybe people that are looking to sell properties. They will also be able to get access to potentially deals that the junior person could get access to, but that senior person will go, okay, this will be really good for Dr. Rowe. So that will be my main tip here. And there's lots of other things I can talk about estate agents, but right now most people aren't aware of that. So understand the dynamics. Just notice it when you go into an estate agent in the future. And if you're really looking to build rapport and build a long-term relationship in that office, you really do need to be talking to the most senior person. Now, it might be that during some of the viewings, you actually go out with a more junior person. But in terms of your long-term dialogue, building that rapport, showing your credibility, go to the top. Because if you can get the respect there, they will talk to the people within their group, within the office, and within their network and say, you really need to listen to this person because I trust them and I know they're going to do business with us, or they have done business with us in the past. So that's my tip about estate agents.